1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Stage, all the way from Great Yarmouth, in his underpants, Mr. Olly Day.
Thank you. Good evening. Bless you all. Thanks for coming. Come fly with me. Come fly.
Hi, Mr. Day. Welcome back to the Pavilion Pit Chroma. We're so pleased to have you here, playing to yet another packed audience.
Wow. Well, that's a pleasure, Matt. It really is one of my favourite places. That's sort of become my second home. I just love it here. That really is. The atmosphere, there's nowhere like it on the coast, I tell you. That is fantastic. And tonight we're sold out, which I'm absolutely thrilled about.
So, hello Olly. Could you...
I'm not staring at your chest, I'm looking in the camera, dear. You're just positioned
Yeah.
in the wrong place. Come on then, go on.
talk us through your journey that led you to perform here on Chroma Pit.
Well, I first came here 20 or 25 years ago because I was on the radio. I was always a budding entertainer and used to do a lot of cabaret work. But another job that I had was working on BBC Radio Norfolk, so I had lots of programmes on there, filling in for people in my own weekend show. Had that for about 15 years. And so 25 years ago, Keith Skipper got the press gang up, and that was the first time I performed here. I brought my proud parents, Nanny and Grandad, they all came down. And that was a full house. And then I used to come and watch the Seaside specials. For years I'd come and watch people like Gordon and Bunny J. And then when the phone rang and they said, would you like to come and do our Christmas Seaside special? I was absolutely made up because I can't do the summer Seaside specials because I'm just so busy with, I do a lot of wedding magic and stuff like that. And so my summer commitments are so busy that the Christmas is a joy to me. And that's chilly, but that's nice.
What was your first job?
My first job when I left school was working at Magic Products in Norwich, which was a joke shop. I used to bag fart powder down in the cellar and crap a lot tea bags. And we had about 15 women that used to work on piecework. This cellar was like a sweatshop. And they would put all these jokes and stuff in tea chests, and I would come down and then send them off all around the country to be delivered. That was a great job. And I used to demonstrate magic there because I used to take part in talent competitions and stuff with my magic.
As we know you so well here at Chroma Pit, Olly, could you tell us 3 things that we don't know about you?
God, you didn't warn me about this. 3 things. I am the world ferret racing champion. See, you can't, can you? I had a ferret named after me when I was on the wireless, and that won the World Ferret Racing Championship. So I've got a newspaper in my toilet that says Olly Day is a world champion. That's one thing.
That's a good name for a ferret, isn't it? Named after me after the wireless.
I didn't name my ferret Olly Day, I'm sorry.
No, well, let him the world champion, so I don't care.
Oh,
Have you got a ferret?
I have.
You could have brought it and I'd have put it down my trousers. That's what I had to do. I've performed magic on the radio. What else can I tell you? That 3 things that you didn't know about me. Oh dear. And when I was on the radio, I had to do all sorts of strange things. I had a tarantula crawl up my arm for the wireless. I don't know why, but that radio makes good pictures. And also, I went up in a Sea King helicopter from Coldershall, and they dropped me on one of these ships, the container ferries that go up and down the English Channel, just off the pier here at Chroma, way out to sea, and they dropped me down flat on top of this ship container, and then they flew off and left me there.
Oh, how did you get home?
Swam.
They came and picked me up. They thought that was hilarious, leaving the poor man on a container ferry. You can't make your mind up. You've got so many questions.
Yeah, we have. Well, we say you are described as an all-round performer, but what form of entertainment do you enjoy the best? Is it the magic, the singing, the comedy?
I'm very lucky. I love the magic. Every show I try and put some magic in. This is the one show I do where I don't do any magic. The big band, singing with the big band is the one thing where I just think, no, I'll do the gags, I'll do the singing, and that is enough to concentrate on. But all the other things, as you know, at Christmas when I'm here, I love performing and putting magic in. Even when I do comparing, I still like to come on and off, like when I'm at the Crab and Lobster Festival, and I do a bit of magic then. I just love it.
Which of your peers do you most admire and why?
Southend.
Yeah, well, we thought you'd Next.
Cut! That was the wrong answer.
Come on.
Yeah, 6.
What do you think of those reality TV shows, the sort of Find a Star ones like your X Factor, and are they the future of live variety?
Or is it the Seaside Special?
Well, sadly, I think that they're not. They just promote singers. They tend to be singers that win all the time. And it's much better than it used to be. When they used to do it, when it started, they would take great pleasure in going round to these poor kids' houses, getting all the family there, having live television, and then say, "No, little Elsie, there she is, you haven't got through." And that was that was just trial by embarrassment. That was dreadful television. But now, the X Factor and Britain's Got Talent, and The Voice, of course, they're much, much better. I love watching The Voice. I love some of the quirky acts they get on Britain's Got Talent. But generally, there's no magicians coming through, there's no jugglers, there's no special acts, what we call old-fashioned variety special acts. So, you have to come somewhere like this, the end of the period chroma, keeping variety alive, really. I mean, they put it on the strapline of the posters, but it is true. That really is true.
Who is the most famous person you have performed for or met?
And were you nervous?
I get nervous all the time, don't I? I'm shaking like a leaf now. But we have got 450 people out there, I suppose.
500 and something.
500 now,
Yeah.
is it? Oh, God. We're squeezing them in on the benches. I'm thrilled about that. I was invited to perform on the Royal Yacht Britannia, but I had to turn it down because I had a show at Little Melton School, and that was in the diary and I wouldn't cancel it, that's true. I've performed in front of the Duke of Edinburgh and the Duke of Connaught and about 3 other pubs in Norwich. But generally, no, I've worked with lots of lovely people. I did pantomime in Norwich with Christopher Biggins and Victor Spinetti, and it was a joy to me. They're lovely people. We keep in touch, and in fact, well, not with Victor because he's passed on now, bless him, but I'm seeing Biggins soon. We're working together. But you do meet some really nice people in this game. You know here, they pass through the box office, they come on their way down here, they're ordinary, nice people, and that's what it's all about. And coming to a theatre is your chance to brush alongside these people, and that's great, yeah, even me.
Thank you very much, Ollie. We're going to sit in the audience and we're going to enjoy your show and break a leg, as they say.
I hope so. I hope you put a little bit of it on there. Thank you.
We will. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye. I've got to get my makeup on now.
Leave him alone.
Perfect for a flying honeymoon, they say. Come on, fly with me, come fly, let's fly. Pack up, let's fly away. And don't tell your